What's up, homies?
Where's Janko gone?
Over there. Janko will be doing, I almost said post-plant interview. He'll be doing post-game review and analysis. That's what he will be doing.
There's no post-game, James. We're an hour and a half delayed.
But we're going to do one now, because that's why he's here. Screw delays. We will do one anyway. G2 versus Envy coming up on Cash. 1 game today, 1 game tomorrow. I do believe this is the pick of G2. Just for those of you who are unfamiliar with how our home and away system works, the away team vetoes 2 maps. The home team picks from the remaining 5. Yes, Dan agrees that this is true. This is correct. So Envy, it looks like they're going to be starting on the CT side, and that would mean that G2 will be starting on the T side. It's generally how things go.
Are you sure?
Damn, Scream's been getting them upgrades, man. He's got that stats track bayonet law. M9.
It's hard to say which way this will go, just because firstly it's a domestic matchup. 2, all of these guys have like played with each other. It's well, I mean, we can talk about that a little bit later. We had the door push coming in, but speaking of teams knowing each other, I don't know if it's a gamble or what, but EnVyUs are 2 players outside of the door, so that's going to be a problem.
NBK trying to do what he can to stop these players from moving into the A site. He can only do so much, so he's only one man, Dan. He can only do so much. He's only one man. Scream spots a player towards A main, information for his team, but where are the other 2? They're towards the car position. Scream looking for the headshots. There's one. Headshots. Looking for the second one. Very patiently. Got a teammate coming in for support. Oh, he's going to block him and Body's going to get bodied. Scream, why do you do this? Why do you make this look so easy? They talk about his one-tap stat. Did you get a Scream mouse? A final mouse?
I have the 2015 final mouse.
What year is it? 2016?
The Scream one didn't even come out yet. I think they advertised it at Cluj and Poker.
I think it came out this week.
Are you sure?
Yes. I am sure.
Because they had so many delays. They're like 8 months of a delay.
Speaking of delays, Dan, guess what happened? We are 1 round into this game and 4 G2 players have timed out. Not just 1, Dan, but 4. Why would 1 man time out when 4 can instead?
So are they at Gaming House or something?
I have no idea where they are. I have no idea.
Tournaments or...
No idea.
It's funny because so many games are being played whilst teams are at tournaments these days. Like yesterday we had a delay because one team was getting... Well, the tournament they were at was getting DDoS or something.
Oh, that was Starlight, wasn't it? Starlight were playing some games somewhere.
Optic. I think we're getting the ones getting DDoS.
Oh, that was in E-League, wasn't it? They were playing from somewhere, and the entire place was getting DDoSed. Anyway, what are we going to talk about? We've spoken about a number of topics in these delay times. Going to break is not a thing here at FACEIT.
We do all the time, though.
What?
All the time.
What?
Go to breaks.
I know, that's true.
So you're a liar.
That is also true. But not only, I'm an occasional liar, I'm not a habitual liar or a compulsive liar. You know,
how do they know that?
Just to...
No, we just proved that you lied. Could be lying about that as well. That's exactly what a compulsive liar would say. Is that they're not a liar.
But what about someone who's not a liar? They might say that as well.
Yeah, but you can't say it just after lying. Completely discredits yourself right there.
I haven't lost my pen yet.
I might steal it just to troll you, actually.
Please do not steal it. Because I'm productive, I have... So this is my diary, right? Everything I do, my memory's so bad. I write things in my diary. Last year's diary, my 2015 diary, right? You could engrave it, so I had JZFB down here. But this year, they stopped. There's no longer an engraving service, which is just nice, isn't it? It's just nice. It's nice. It's not necessary, but it's nice. So I was very upset by this, so I sent them a tweet. They didn't reply. They ignored me. That's what they did. Coming up to 2017, I mean, because this is such a sick. This is just a very nice diary, is it not? It's nice, isn't it?
I think it's crap.
It's a good. Why? You don't even think it's crap, do you? Just trying to do it. You're trying to tilt me. You're trying to upset me. This is going to be a long evening, Dan. If you haven't noticed by these delays, I think you should pay
It's already. I think it's already an hour and a half. But do we have an update as to what's actually going on? Because is there production?
3 people.
So both
3 people on the server over here.
Both teams are experiencing issues. One team's having crashing issues, and one team's having connection issues.
My home PC is freezing all the time, actually. So when on an average day, I would say that the first 2 times I turn it on, it will freeze after 4 minutes, 4 to 10 minutes, which upsets me because I feel like there shouldn't be a hardware issue. So I probably need to reinstall the operating system. But I feel like in this day and age, why do I still have to do that? Why do I still have to format? Because of deteriorating performance issues with a computer. Although even updates cause deteriorating performance when you have things like Xbox DVR.
Well, I don't think it's exactly a very simple process when you have like huge amounts of like applications and programs and scripts and everything running all over the place. You're going to have incompatibilities. Just as if you have, it's just the same way you have problems in your body. You know, stuff's happening all the time. Sometimes wires get crossed.
Yeah, but there isn't like there isn't cell division in my PC.
Yeah, but the more things that you like install, or the more like things that you run. I don't know. I mean, thing is like I don't have a deep understanding of PCs, but I'm pretty simple. It's not as I'm pretty sure it's not as simple as PC should not deteriorate over time, like everything that we know in life. I mean, it's entropic.
I use CS. I use Photoshop. I use Google Chrome. That's more or less it. I mean, I'm not asking the world. I have a monster PC, but I'm not asking the world. I'm not asking the world, guys. It's very simple. I just want to play a bit of Counter-Strike.
What's your problem?
What?
What's the problem?
It freezes. It literally, you know, like when your computer just locks up and freezes. It's like you click a program.
That's not like it's the performance slowly deteriorating. That's like an issue, like an actually legitimate issue, right? Because you're talking about performance decreases over time, right? The PC getting slower over time.
Well,
but that's
not working like is a performance decrease, I would say.
Well, yeah, it depends on, I guess, which way you're looking at it.
I'm looking at it from the performance decreasing. Second round.
I don't like. We should go to break next time.
Three Mac 10s and the MP7. Are you tilted, Dan? Because
yes.
You tried to tilt me, so the fact that you're tilted pleases me. Envy on the pistols. On the force buy for the most part, of course. We've got Mr. Kenny S with 1150 in the bank. That probably means AWP no armor in the buy round. SIXER does not have many places to stand. He is under a carpet of flames. Dormammu style. There goes Apex as well. 3 pistols left. Bodies being tagged. This reminds me actually of the scenario when it was Envy versus Dignitas. I think it was in a major qualifier in that fateful round of Overpass. And Envy just came in with the Deagles, and Dignitas had no health, and they all got wrecked. Happy with a 5-7. SmithZz and bodyy are susceptible to life loss, to cardiac arrest, but not today. The round goes to G2. So far, so good.
So let's see how they run this anti-eco. Whether it's going to be normal and optimal, or if it's going to be ridiculous and suboptimal. So EnVyUs, are they going to do much to try to throw a wrench in the works? They're just going to have a stack on A, pretty simple stuff. There's loads of information-seeking potential here. The classic pop flash timing there. SmithZz gets wrecked by that timing, and now it looks a bit ridiculous. We've got a player in short, we've got a player in door, we've got a player in B, and the bomb quickly going to B as well. But they don't know what's going on in B, necessarily. There could be 2 players there. There's only one. He's hidden. He has been fragged, though. This is just a really weird round. Looks like it will be fine for G2, but NBK should get the kill on bodyy here. Just 1 bullet will do it. There you go. And he can steal away the guns. Is there anything better than the Mac 10? I'm not sure that there is. These players have helmets. Yes, they do. So RpK will get the frag. Easy. Well, actually, no, it wasn't easy. It was really weird.
It's really awkward when you're a T on your own at the top of short, or it's almost North American region now, so highway, if you will. It's very awkward. You're exposed to a few places at the same time. Scream going over towards... Okay, we've got spawn timing because Scream running towards B with an AWP is not normal procedure. Kenny will take him down. But who will pick up the AWP? Whereas Smith is... he's nearby. He will wield the AK for the time being. I've never seen Scream do a timing pick towards B with an AWP before. But, I mean, you could say you picked the worst time to do it when Kenny S is picking him back. That's just not ideal. So, G2, they went for the usual nade execute in the previous round as well. So they're showing presence towards B bomb site. They will keep people there, and it appears they will use that as a fake, rotating the rest of the team towards A.
So it's a minute left, and they're going to go for the committed play into A. It's good, but there's 3 players here. They have to get the raw kills in. Will the nades be good to support this? First frag by bodyy. Up on the red container now, and oh, Happy's gone as well. Apex, he's got to do a lot here. He's creeping around the forklift. It seems like his position's unknown. Jumping around, manages to just barely catch bodyy in time. Really good position to work from. You can see the T's are all very constricted on the bomb site at the moment. There's not much space for them to move in, but looks like they'll find the headshots regardless. Apex has to do some man work, but shut down straight away. And despite a bit of an awkward take at the bomb site, it works out really well for G2. And that's nice to see that they don't try to mess around after they lose a player, and they just instead say, all right, let's just go in, run a set piece. That's probably our best bet at this point with 4 players versus 5.
Pistols are out once more for the boys in blue, not the police, but EnVyUs. EnVyUs. That's what the voice guy from Kluge said. Please welcome EnVyUs. Was it EnVyUs, or I don't know how he said EnVyUs. Please welcome EnVyUs. That was really epic. Kluge was awesome. What is not awesome for Envy is this particular round. It is somewhat of a shooting gallery, as it should be for the G2 team, and now it has reached its conclusion. I do wonder if they got the plant bonus before they won the round by elimination. Extra money is always good. It's always good. Envy back on the buy. Kenny back on the AWP. And he's focusing on the middle area for the time being, so Kenny's keeping them guessing. Looking towards the boost, but nobody's home for the time being. We never see, in professional matches, anybody just pop a grenade over, like from underneath the boost, bouncing onto the other side. SIXER taken down towards the B bomb site, and Scream has been dispatched of. Scream's normal position on the T side is on the boost, holding the tiny little corner, looking towards the connector area. Apex, how many kills can he get? He needs more than 1. He needs more than 1! But he can't get it. Has he bought time for his team? I don't think he has. Kenny on the high ground. Oh, he should get taken down for free here indeed. RpK with a lovely angle, similar to one that shox likes to hold on occasion to keep his opponents surprised. 3 Ts to the 2. Oh, the bomb not made it to the site just yet. Happy alone now versus 2.
It's clutch time. Bomb needs to be planted still, so there's a bunch of time for Happy to work with. He knows where they are, so I would be surprised if at this point they would mix up the bomb site. They have time to do it, but there's too many unknowns involved in that decision, so get the plant on B. They're really taking their sweet time. They really have no idea where Happy is. They're taking so much time that Happy has a very good chance of pulling this clutch off. And if he just waits here, it's going to be really interesting to see the positioning of G2. They're both on the bomb site. First frag available to Happy. He's going to knock that one down. Now it's SmithZz. Oh, and SmithZz is going to find Happy. I guess it's kind of like the oldest trick in the book. I think SmithZz must have assumed that that was the player that planted the bomb, instead it was just the player that was the first to peek. So very nicely done in the end by G2. EnVyUs kind of struggling here so far against their French counterparts. And I feel like EnVyUs could be soon, maybe, with SIXER and some of the better results that we've been seeing, maybe they can actually contest the place for best team in France away from G2 at some point. I think there's a resurgence to be had by them, but this is not a good start on Kaish. So just playing the anti-eco again. Fast mid control coming in. I like that. shox likes that. G2 are enjoying this one. Scream with the one tap. And this is a formality soon to be over, as EnVyUs struggle to get any damage done, which is the singular objective in a round like this, where there is not a realistic expectation to win the round. Can he get something? No. So G2 with a really fast 7-0 actually. These rounds have been going very quickly, no messing around, no just waiting for incredibly large amounts of time for no reason in particular. Every time G2 have put pause in the matchup, it's been for some particular reason, which I like. Keeping things snappy. So how did GT want to approach this one? Quick incendiary there to deny fast presence over the boost to allow positioning for the CTs in mid. So G2 looks like they want to be split. The bomb is down towards the connector between the warehouse and teammate. The B, or rather the warehouse and B storage, that is. I like this. RpK getting himself with some nades into the checker's position. This is why it's so important for SIXER to be here. I like that development in the metagame, like having a player that then started going to the heaven area there, because teams are getting so good at using the grenades to get themselves into checkers that the CTs can't really do much about it. So it's a good position.
Well, what happened to G2? The wipeout is real. Envy get their first round on the board. A crucial first round, only losing one player in that exchange. And indeed, I never consciously thought of that adjustment. I mean, it is a place people hold anyway, but indeed, when you're forced to abandon the vent area, then maybe it is a good position to take up. Kenny's got a timing towards B. He's going aggressive in that position, and he's going to have some action soon because RpK is headed in that direction, missing the shot though. Got a rifler in for support, always good to have support. Meanwhile, shox has been taken down. Oh, Kenny just about not getting shot through the smoke there. Not fatally anyway.
Oh man, SmithZz going for a play. Oh, he wins the one-on-one there. Might spot a helmet. Oh man, SmithZz going ham in the A bomb site. Whoa, I mean, this is the explosiveness of G2. You don't normally expect it to be for SmithZz to be the man to do something like that, but Kenny just missing that first shot in B storage might start to be painful here, especially as he's so low now. And they're at a man disadvantage with a smoke to cross. Nades in, oh my god. Kenny getting, I think, tagged there by the Molotov. One tick. So this is really on SIXER to make a play, force someone into the open, perhaps for Kenny to be able to abuse with the AWP. In they go. Oh, awkward stop there from SIXER, down to 56. Looks like they're going to back away. EnVyUs have been reset. Can G2 hunt down these frags?
Yeah, they've given it up. There is some money for Envy. It's not great though. If they can save these two weapons, maybe they can pick up two more. But somebody may be short with a 5-7 or similar. Oh, body, please. Body, please. So both these teams looking good with their fifth men, if you will. SIXER and Body, namely, seem to be fitting in reasonably well to the side, despite what this score might suggest. I mean, yeah, SIXER's got one kill at the moment, but I mean, I've seen him do really good work for Envy recently. Kenny going for a timing pick again. See, this is Kenny all over the place. I really wait until the day, I'm looking forward to the day that hopefully we see similar things from Skadoodle on Cloud9 as well, because I think that might make them even stronger than they tend to be at the moment. Scream is all of a sudden the last man standing. What on earth just happened in this round? Envy fighting straight back with their buy. Ooh, the double peek looking so good. Oh my god, Scream! Two players, he's got the bomb. He needs to not get double picks again. He's done massive damage though, massive damage. He's like a one-man riot. He's done massive damage.
Amazing accuracy. Oh wait, we're watching Scream. So that's normal then. 8-2, and EnVyUs fighting their way back into this one. And G2, I mean, they're known to have really strong T sides, and this is why this is their choice of map. Their T side here has always been scary. At some points, they've been the scariest T side team in the, but they are streaky. That is, as Janko puts it. But when they are at the heights of their performance, this is a scary side, maybe one of their scariest. So G2 going in for the play into the A-bomb site. EnVyUs set up with the flank. This should be pretty bad here for G2. There's the first man down. They realize they will send RpK back to deal with NBK, but he's just going to run and spray. Apparently that's a thing with the FAMAS.
Got a bit of strafe cancelling in there. A little bit. Not a lot. shox is not going to be able to get any damage done for his side. They can still buy, though. With all the success they had, they can buy. They can buy. They're still in the boutique stores. They have not yet been dragged out by security. The shoes are still looking pretty sharp and polished. That's a reminder, actually, I left my boots in the shoe store. I need to collect them. They have been polished.
That's a good round from EnVyUs to actually punish G2's fast pace by punishing their lack of map control earlier in the rounds, and being able to set up a flank that basically wins the round immediately. So G2 should probably find an adjustment in case of plays like that, and this might be it. I mean, slowing down the pace is definitely one good adjustment, but also, trying to go into middle at some point, I think in the mid round would be also nice, just to keep EnVyUs honest. So here comes the play once again into A. It seems like G2 really have well, they seem to really enjoy going to A against the EnVyUs side. Maybe they have a read, maybe they have just a good feeling, but they go for these A hits repeatedly. This seems like that is what they understand to find best success for them. And so far, it generally has been very successful, those A rounds for G2.
What is the money on the CT side? I'll tell you what it isn't. Spectacular. Spectacular is what it isn't. Pistols coming out, some Kevlar here and there. They've left themselves... well, I can't even give you an average. Just kind of like average of 2.5K or something. Ranges from 1,500 to 4,800. So it is what it is. Envy moving towards the B side. The usual smokes are down. Kenny's in a sneaky position. No one's checking it just yet. Could get two-man spray down. There's the first one. There's the second one. Nice! RpK on the site will clean things up. The bomb is on the rotation. May want to avoid the vents, though. There's a flank coming in, being taken down. NBK now with the deagle coming in from the checkers area. Smith needs to make it towards the site. The longer it takes, the worse it might get. Carrying the bomb, happy towards CT as well. Man advantage for the T's. And the bomb has now been plantarized. NBK, will he check his left? Because those smokes disappearing soon. Oh no, shox, he's backing up. He's backing up like he's in the club. There it is. Now, oh, that's big damage done. Oh, and NBK, and there's happy with the last one.
That's why they're EnVyUs. The interesting thing, though, is that you could see, obviously, the round shouldn't have gotten to that point. I mean, like, Kenny shouldn't have been able to make a double kill because they pop flashed a close position. There's a pop flash to Kenny, yes, but there was no one checking that position, which really shows you that G2, to a large extent, are winging this. How is no one able to spot? How is there should be a player whose job it is to look at that position. Normally, that's what you would expect. If a play has been constructed in any way or drilled in any way, that's what will happen. Everyone will be like, okay, I know I'm supposed to look here. This guy's supposed to look there. Everyone has a job on the entry. So that just tells me they were winging that push. And it did not pay off for them.
One man down for either side. This is turning into like a Swedish stuff too at the moment. All the headshots flying in the faces of Envy for the most part. SmithZz is down. Kenny rotating, and these rounds may just be brief. He's missed a few of the snappier shots, has Kenny, yes. Reminded me actually, oh, actually, let's hold on. If they hunt, it's a bit early for them to hunt Kenny now. There's three of them left, because if they just keep peeking him, I mean, we've seen it before on Dust 2, where people chasing an AWPer end up all dying and the round is lost. But not on this occasion. There goes Kenny as well. Yeah, the point you raised, I asked a low-level team that before, when they said they had an execute. I was like, into A Mirage. I was like, who's who is on to check Shadow and what's that area after Tetris called again?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. And he said, "Oh, I don't know. It's just, you know, blah 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 blah." But that's actually a danger corner when you have those executes into B.
They pop flashed it, so it's and it worked. Kenny was incredibly blind, so it's weird, isn't it?
I mean, it's a good place to just drop a nade in general. There we go. Last round of the first half. We have a mixed bag from Envy. The bag has holes in. Most of the good stuff has fallen out. So left with 3 FAMASs and Deagle onto SIXER.
So GT have found so much success on A, they may just continue to keep hammering onto A. It would be a fun gamble if Envy actually stacked A because of all of this. They have a boost on the A bomb site currently, though. Guess that will have to do, but I doubt they're going to beat the headshot potential that's coming out of G2 so far. Boost is given up, and they do win the short battle, which is an important alleviation of some of the potential pressure from the split that is no longer there. Although actually there's another player gone in mid here, which in RPK. Happy must locked it down on the bomb site. Gun coming, gun trying to be switched to, not going to be able to find that in time. So it's going to be the 2 versus 1 as G2 take the bomb site. SIXER left with the Deagle. Ooh, close, but no cigar just yet. Oh my god, I don't think I've seen that shot, like a shot like that with a Deagle before in that position. SIXER, can he do this? He's got a Deagle. He's just going for it, just going for it. It's shox left, not really the guy you want to be in a 1 versus 1 against. M4 foul now for SIXER. Ooh, he got actually the first shot there, but shox with another 4K. I think shox has had like more than 1 4K. I think maybe 2 or 3 it feels like, although he only has 16 frags, so. He is just savaging everyone on the sites. So 8 kills in 2 rounds for shox. Pretty good work from him. So into the second half, we have the pistol round again. So is there a set piece installed? We've only got 1 man with nades, so unlikely. Just an explosive play onto the A bomb site. Perhaps EnVyUs going to be doing what G2 were doing, perhaps, but we get SIXER dead straight away. To trade with bodyy. That leaves shox alone on the site, but we've seen him in this position before. He's got Scream as well, the 2 one-tap machines on the A bomb site. Very scary. Scream might be one of the best USP players in the world, with shox as well. And you can see it's not a good prognosis at the moment for EnVyUs. It's just Happy left. All of his team are basically dead. Does take down Scream though. He's got 2 more players to worry about. Loads of time. Finds a nice thing on the Scream, but there is the trade fragging attempt from shox. Gets it, and G2 win the pistol round. Could perhaps be a quick one between these 2 teams.
Perhaps it could. 8-round lead at the moment for the G2 side. That is a crucial pistol, a crushing pistol. Potentially. So, Envy doing... I have to say, it makes me happy when Envy force buy, because I want to see the Envy of old. I want to see the carnage. I want to see this. I want to see NBK popping faces, making them red and purple. Scream over towards short. On his own, there is potential for Envy with these plays in isolation. There we go, shox. The jumping 180. Scream is in danger as well because Kenias is moving through close to main. There is a smoke there, so he's waiting for it to go. Ooh, Apex will give Kenny's position away. Scream's position away, sorry. Down to the pistol now. He's doing good work to hold down this bomb site, but he's sandwiched between 2 players. He needs help. That help, will it come fast enough? Yes, it will. RPK, the MP9, down to the 1 versus 1, and Envy will win their force. They use the force, they are the force.
It's a shame, actually, that Scream didn't just go for the reload pulls, and because otherwise, I think if he had more bullets than UMP, he probably gets the clutch there. Has some good engagements. He did great work to get as far as he did. But all these Deagle kills coming in from EnVyUs, you don't really expect anything less. But G2 will probably force buy back. Actually, no, they save. Interesting. No force buy battle. They actually give it to EnVyUs. So that's an interesting situation. I mean, their money, where is it at? It's going to be pretty awful. Yeah, I mean, they're going to need... I mean, their buy next round won't even be very good. I mean, they got average, like, let's say $2,200, $2,300 in the bank, and they'll get they get $1,900 for losing this round. So their buy won't even be good in the next round. So are they going to double eco, full eco, or what is the plan here? Maybe a few deagles? That's normally why, after you lose in that situation to a force buy, you force buy back, because otherwise you kind of need a double eco anyway before you can have a good buy. So you might as well just force buy there. Then you can still get that buy in at the same timing. So, well, looks like Scream had just enough to get an AWP, and he's got nothing else. He literally had 4750, and that was it. And he was the richest player on his team. You can see how awful the situation is for them, but they decide to just go for single save and a buy with no utility. No, there's not a single kit. Not a single kit here. So push indoor for G2. Quick information found. shox might be able to work out that it's a B push before it hits. The rotation's already coming in. We've got Scream making his way down to B. They're going to have 3 players there on the defense. EnVyUs' nades need to be spot on here. Scream's already in position. And Jabody kills Apex there towards A. So the lurker's gone. This is a fantastic start. The grenades have yet to really pop or do anything for EnVyUs, and they will be dismantled.
That position again, Smith's capitalizing, gets an AWP for his troubles. Kenny's thrown gun may give his position away. Double peek coming in from the CTs, and that will be another round on the board. That's a minimal loss bonus for Envy, but they've got the money in the bank. They can come in for the buy. Field a defense. If they can break the CTs, they could get to 10 rounds fairly quickly. So there is opportunity for Envy to make a comeback. Kenny's going for a timing towards the B bomb site. He's jumping into range, but there's no one to have a look yet. They're going for the safe play, the smoke, and he will back off. We see some aggression over there. We've got Smith. He's standing in the smoke at the moment. He's not going crazy though. Not doing anything insane. RpK playing on the site. Scream towards mid on his own. 2-1-2 set up at the moment. There's a boost on A, as you can see. It's a curious angle from Scream. Maybe it was a late boost? I don't know, because I don't know why he needs to hold that angle if body's on the boost, but our body's no longer on the boost. Late entrance from shox going for the information play. Information will be delivered straight to his dome.
All these raw peaks with no flashbangs. There's like no utilities. I don't think any utilities like spent this round, basically. Almost none. Just raw peaks. That said, obviously G2 didn't really have much to go for them, so back to a save. This is why I guess it's interesting. Like, I guess G2 is just a team where they're like, we just give us weapons and we're going to kill people because our aim is so good. But it has its pros and cons, obviously. And EnVyUs are finding themselves in a good place.
This to me is some domestic shenanigans as well. I don't think they play like this against a team where almost all the players are super familiar with each other. They're all former teammates almost. Some presence towards B. G2 don't have a lot going on at the moment. It's mainly shox. I do wonder if Happy will make his way to CT spawn, or if he will just continue to push towards the B bomb site, because he could hold an off angle and cut off rotation. But he is on the hunt. Not sure if he saw RpK in that position. Perhaps he did. He did pause.
It's pretty much no reason for Happy to get too happy, gun happy, trigger happy in this round.
He shot the gun towards RpK, ironically.
I mean, the risk reward there was pretty, well, wasn't too good. It was not that plus EV, to be honest. It was, I would say, minus EV. Considering that they basically had nothing but one rifle with Kevlar, and that was it. Which is why they're holding. This is the smart thing, because many spots you get players that are frag hungry and they'll go into really unfavorable spots. Like you don't even have to try to play exits. They'll probably come for you in a much better position for you to see like another frag comes in there. Some more damage is done to the economy. And again, it may or may not play a part later on, but you want to take all the edges you can. And sometimes, you know, players just want to get kills, and it's something that boosts their performance. As weird as it sounds, you know, some players are more emotional. The more kills they get, the more confident they feel. Like the better number. I mean, it's
leveling up.
Yeah, I mean, players know that the numbers, the stats don't mean anything. But at the same time, if you have stats, like good stats, your brain tells you you're doing a good job as well. Like even if, you know, if you see what I mean. But that said, G2 pretty good with pistols as well.
Violence is off the charts, man. shox is, never mind, he's dead. RpK with his Asimov pistol. Ooh. Happy, still going to peek, isn't he? He's still going to peek. He's still going to peek. He loves it. Oh my god, sit down, sit down. There are 2 players left, and the bomb's not planted. RpK has everything to go for, and to play for. But Kenny S has an angle. Does he have the angle? He does. Nasty surprise. Lies in store for RpK, and that surprise is called Kenny S. Last time I saw Kenny S, he slapped me on the arse.
He's going to have to be up against the AWP of shox now, though, if he wants to have an AWP battle. Is he going to go? There's no timings that he's going to go for. Actually, no. It's Happy going towards B. So 1-3-1 for G2 at the start of the round. Is shox going to go all the way along the railing and go for the jump? So
he's looking for... that's the angle that Scream would normally hold as well. Obviously, Scream's on the same team, but it's a common angle. Scream, he holds an angle in that corner there, which obscures as much of his body as possible as he looks towards connector. Smith will hold an angle with no obscurity. No one else in the B bomb site. No movement from G2. None. Happy continues to creep in. Surely... See, this is like Envy are not moving at all. All these players know each other's tendencies. They're trying to play against what they expect from each other. Because Envy are still completely static, waiting for... Oh! You lucky boy, Happy. You lucky boy. And that's that. That's the 1v versus 1 in the B bomb site, and everybody will abandon it. This is a very interesting game of catch. Now, Envy moving back towards the site, as is shox.
He's going to go for it, isn't he? Oh, shox, I'm afraid for you. Oh man, he makes the first kill and gets into headshot and gets the bomb. shox makes a really huge play there. Finishes off NBK. It's just, when he's like staring at the smoke there and there's 3 players coming and he's just holding a flash and you know he's going to go through, that's just such a scary spot. But somehow he manages to get the perfect situation.
What?
He must have moved. He must have moved.
I would love to see that slower because... Yeah, I need to see that slower. If possible. Kind says. Oh dear. Scream down immediately. That's a common angle to spray to stop CTs moving underneath the boost position.
It also might give an indication that G2 are trying to play more than 1 player in mid, because if you're crossing to that position, it's usually because you're gonna have someone in vents or somebody to boost with you. So it might be a bit of a hint that RpK is exactly where he is.
Well, this is where Scream was possibly trying to go. All the players moving into main. You heard a step. RpK would have heard that. So G2 will be prepared for something towards the A site. shox changing his position. Kenny will go straight into the reticle. Oh boy, almost stereo frags for shox and RpK. And the rest is cleaned up pretty swiftly indeed. Match point for G2.
It's really funny how the game changes when you have players that...
Oh, he moves his crosshair.
Ah. Oh, okay.
Flicked.
Yeah, it's really funny how the game changes when you have players that have as good like first bullet accuracy and rifling skills and so on as the players on this server right now, the game changes quite a bit. Like what is actually a good play or like a plus EV play for them actually is very different to everybody else, the normal people, or even other professionals on average, because their individual skill is so consistently a little bit higher than other pros. So it's interesting the kinds of plays that they can make. Looks like G2 just going to have to clean up this last push, this last ditch attempt, the Hail Mary of EnVyUs. The Tech 9 rush going back to the basics, and they're going to get shut down 69. So the first map between these two teams and the last one of tonight will be won by G2, and it was their map choice, and they had their massive T-half that we expect. So pretty straightforward stuff.
All right then, we will hear some thoughts from Mr. Janko Paunovic. I can't say it in Serbian, so I'll stick with that for the time being. After the break,